Hi, I'm Maddie and I'm here to share my purchases from the Sephora haul, and I also purchased some items from Ulta because they had some great coupons. The items I'm going to share with you today are cream blushes, contour stick, and well, there was one highlighter, but sadly I cannot find it. I'm very disappointed. Hopefully it'll turn up soon and I can show you its beauty. So the first blush that I have here is the Tower 28 Beach Please blush in the shade Magic Hour. Now I wore this yesterday and it is gorgeous. It is very, very easy to blend. As you can see, it turns very glossy when you swatch it. And then when you blend it out, it just blends very easily and it looks so natural on the skin. It's gorgeous. It really, really is. And it is described as a buildable luminous color for cheeks and lips. And again, the shade is called Magic Hour, and it is described as a sun-kissed rosy nude, and I totally agree with that. And when I was looking how to apply it, it says tap, tap, and blend. That is truly how it works. I used my Nikki LaRose BK Beauty brush to apply it yesterday on my cheeks, and that is exactly what all I had to do. I tapped like this on the cream side of the brush. I patted it on, and then I just blended. Like, look at that. That's it. I used a very light hand, and it is buildable. Very, very beautiful blush. Okay. The next one that I have here is the Honest Beauty Cream Cheek and Lip Color in the shade Coral Peach. It is described as a cream blush and lip color that melts seamlessly for a dewy flush. Now, if I were in a rush, I could see myself using some of these products on my eyes or lips, but I have so many beautiful makeup products for each part of my face that I don't usually, try things on my cheeks and lips and eyes. But anyway, I have not swatched this at all, so this is a first. It's very creamy. It does feel like it's pretty densely packed in there, but you could see that it did get glossy. This is a very pretty color, but I will not wear this at this time. Well, possibly, but I feel like I would want to wear this probably more in the spring or summer. You can see it blends out there. Oh my goodness, that is very gorgeous. I love tones like that, and I've never tried this blush before, but I can't wait to try it. It does look beautiful. The next one I have here is the Haus Labs Color Fuse Glassy Blush Balm, and the shade is Glassy Hibiscus. It is a deep mauve. I'm gonna go ahead and actually swatch it there. Ooh, that is gorgeous. And it is a deep mauve, and it's described as a serum-based high pigment blush with 70% skincare that hydrates and makes skin look more plump in a long wear glossy balm with fermented arnica and goji berry. That blends out really nicely too. How pretty. I'm actually going to go ahead and wipe my hand off. Last time I know I had swatches going all up and down my arm, but I don't want to do that today. And I started out with a lot of natural sunlight, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe getting too dark, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on my light. There. I think that's perfect. Okay. The next item I have here for you is a trio that I purchased from Sephora. It's a holiday trio from Westman Atelier, and they are the Petite Baby Blush Sticks. It came with 3 of them. These tubes are so cute. They're called Petite Baby Blush Sticks, and I'm like, oh, did they make this for me? Because I'm a little petite baby girl. I'm not a baby girl. I'm a woman, but I'm a tiny woman. I'm 4'9", so I'm like, yes, petite. I love it. So the first shade that I have here is called Pop It, and it is described as a poppy pink. This is an extremely, very, very bright shade. Look at that, baby. I've not swatched this one yet. Wow. This screams summer to me. Look at that. Wow, very pretty. And the formula is described as a multi-use formula for cheeks and lips, infused with hydrating ingredients for a flushed from within pop of color. The next shade I have here is Petal, and this one is described as a dusty nude. I'll swatch it for you here. That kind of reminds me of that Tower 28 shade. Let me swatch it right next to it so I can see, because I'm just curious. Wow. That is pretty close. This one looks a bit more muted and a bit more shiny. And this one looks a bit more matte and more saturated in color, but very similar. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe that off so I don't get them mixed up. Okay, so back to the Westman Atelier. Now this is described as a dusty nude rose, and I'm gonna kind of blend it in for you so you can see how it might look on your cheeks. Very pretty. And the last shade that I have in this trio is called Mimi, and it is actually the shade that I'm wearing on my cheeks today, and it's described as a tawny beige. So here is Mimi. Very pretty. I'm gonna get a little closer to see if you can see what it looks like on my cheeks. And I also have on the House Labs highlighter today in Peach Quartz. You could see the beautiful shine. I know that we're not doing powder products today, but I just thought I would mention. But that's the combo that I have on my cheeks today. This blended really easily, seamlessly. I did use my Nikki LaRose brush, the N17 brush. I used the cream side, and then once I kind of dabbed it out, I used the powder side to go ahead and pop on the highlighter. This brush is fantastic, by the way. This is my new cream blush that I've been using instead of my e.l.f. Putty blush brush. And I've also been using this Joa multi-use buffing blush for cream products. I've been liking them both. And I have used sponges before to blend cream products as well. Okay. Next, I have the Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Blush Stick in the shade Sweet Pink. It's a dual-ended stick that offers medium buildable coverage for a soft pop of color with a dewy finish, ideal for all skin types. And the Sweet Pink is described as a neutral soft pink. Now it is called a dual-ended blush stick because on the full-sized it does have a brush on the end. I am not a fan of the brush, so I don't really count that as part of the, you know, the experience, I guess you'd say. So I would not call it a dual-ended product for myself, but, you know, I'm sure there are some people out there who like to use that brush. I am not one of those people. So I just wiped those other swatches off so we could see this one. Ooh, baby. So it does look like a neutral soft pink, but I also am seeing quite a bit of peach in there. So I would describe this as a pinky peach. That is very, very pretty. It looks like it could just look very natural on the cheek. Wow. And this was actually a duo. It came out for the holidays along with a little, what do you call this? Shaping stick. It's a contour stick. I will get to this later, but just thought I would mention that. Okay, and the next item I have here is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm. Powder fused, I think is what it's called. And the shade I have is Rose and Brunch. It is a neutral rosy pink. Now, I feel like I need more light. Sorry about that. Oh, that's better. Okay. So when I purchased this, it actually came with the blurring balm and then this mini cream blush, but I'm going to give this to a friend because I really just wanted that kit for the balm. I have a full size of the Rose and Brunch, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch it here for you. And it's described as a neutral rosy pink. Wow, that is pretty. And it does blend out very easily. You can build it up, and it does dry down to a matte, and it does seem like it's kind of blurred. Get my hand out of the sunlight there. I don't know if you could see the difference between the lines in my hands, where the blush is and where the blush is not blurred out or blended out. It looks kind of similar to that other blush I had there. Okay. Let's see, next I have the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Cheek Tint, and it is described as up to 12-hour skin fusing liquid blush for just pink pinched cheeks, and the shade is 62 Delicate Mauve. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it out for you. I wore this one day. It was very easy to work with. I really liked the way it looked. It was long lasting. It's a great blush. And now I have the YSL Make Me Blush Highly Pigmented and Creamy Liquid Blush Powder Blush Finish with a Healthy Flush Blurring Balm. What's blush? That's a mouthful. The shade is number 44, and I did not write the description of this shade, unfortunately, but it looks pretty close to the shade I just swatched. So it looks kind of like a, oh, well, no, because this one looks more like a nude. I'd say it's more of like a rosy nude, dusty rose kind of shade. Very pretty. I did wear that as well one day, and it lasted all day. Again, very easy to work with. I guess I'm not too picky with these blushes, or maybe it's just because I listen to the recommendations of my favorite YouTubers, and they have just steered me in the right direction. So I've not needed to return any of these blushes. And then from the drugstore, well, Ulta, but drugstore product is the L'Oreal Le Lumi Liquid Blush. And it is described as having a radiant flush of color, dewy and glowy, that's a buildable and blendable, weightless feel, and suitable for all skin types. And the shade that I picked is Glowy True Rose. There it is blended out. It is very pretty, easy to work with. It does leave shimmer all over your cheeks, which I like. Not always, but sometimes I do like to have a shimmery look to the cheek. And now the last two items I have here are contour sticks. Some of them are called bronzers, sometimes they're called contour sticks, but they are more cool toned, so they are contours to me. And I do have this Too Faced one on today, just here in the hollows of my cheeks. So this is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick in the shade Chocolate Mousse. And I got the shade Light Bronze, and it does smell like chocolate. Very yummy chocolate. It says it smells like chocolate covered oranges, but I just smell the chocolate. So this is a very, very cool toned color, and it has a bit of grayness to it. It scared me when I first tried it, but this is the lightest shade, and when I blend it out, you can see that it does melt into the skin and lighten up very nicely. So I do enjoy that product. I've never really contoured before, but I've just seen so many people contouring, and since things were on sale, I was like, well, why not? just try it. And then this other contour stick that I have here is the Makeup by Mario Mini Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. And it is a cream contour stick that is buildable, and it swipes on seamlessly and dries down to a natural matte finish. And I got the shade Light Medium. This did come with that blush that you saw earlier. So it is a mini product for the holiday. It was like a duo set. You can see that it blended out to look just like that Too Faced one. And I like it too. It's a very cute, works nicely, blends well. So those were all the cream items that I purchased. Sadly, I cannot find the Victoria Beckham highlighting stick. It's called the Reflect Highlighter Stick. I'm so sad. I don't know what I did with it. I just had it yesterday. So when I find it, I will include it in another video. That did not come from Sephora or Ulta. I did order directly from her site. That highlighter is gorgeous. It really does look like wet, shimmery, shiny skin. It does look like a lit from within kind of glow. It is fantastic. But anyway, that is all. And I hope to film more this week since I'm off the whole week. So hopefully I'll have time so that I can get through all these Sephora purchases, because now I'm going to have Black Friday purchases coming soon. So anyway, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.